let's talk about the strongest SCPs in the Foundation's vault. And by vault, I mean an interdimensional nightmare prison, where safety protocols are more of a polite suggestion than an actual rule. We're going to count down some of the most absurdly overpowered anomalies ever documented. The ones that could snap reality like a breadstick, all before you've finished your coffee. And don't worry, we're ranking them in no particular order because, yeah, ranking literal gods is kind of a fool's errand. SCP-682, the indestructible lizard. Imagine a crocodile. Now imagine that crocodile has been hitting the gym, evolving mid-fight, and also happens to hate literally every single living thing. Congratulations, you've just met SCP-682. This thing has survived being dissolved in acid for days, blasted with nukes, and even put in a deathmatch with other SCPs. Spoiler, it's still alive. If Thanos had a pet, it'd be this. The Foundation keeps it locked up in a vat of acid, because that is the only way it slightly chills out. The kicker? It's getting smarter every time they try to kill it. Sleep tight. SCP-096, the shy guy. Oh, you think introverts are harmless? Meet SCP-096, the universe's angriest camera-shy cryptid. If you see its face, even in a photo, it will hunt you down no matter where you are. Arctic research base? Mars colony? Doesn't matter. It will find you, rip you to pieces, and then cry about it like a guilty toddler. The worst part? There's no known way to stop it once it's triggered. The only safe strategy is simple. Don't look. Which, let's be honest, works fine, right until some idiot decides to livestream it. SCP-343. God. Yes, just God. The Foundation literally found a man who calls himself God, claims to have created the universe, and fun twist, can back it up. SCP-343 can appear anywhere instantly, knows everything, and casually chats with staff over tea. Containment? Oh, don't be silly. He comes and goes as he pleases. Which begs the question, why is he even on the list? Because if he's telling the truth, everyone else on this list is basically a toddler with a stick compared to him. SCP-055, the unknown. Here's where things get weird. SCP-055 is an anomaly that nobody can remember. You can study it, write about it, even draw it, and then 2 seconds later, poof, gone from your memory. It could be a harmless paperclip. It could be the literal destroyer of worlds. We don't know. We can't know. Which is horrifying, because for all we know, SCP-055 could be actively destroying the universe one atom at a time while we all just forget. SCP-3812. The reality ascender SCP-3812 started out human. Then it evolved. Then it evolved again, and again, and again. Until now, it exists on such a high level of reality that it sees the rest of us as flat, fictional drawings. Imagine you're a cartoon, and suddenly one of your own just steps off the page. That's 3812. It can rewrite anything, physics, time, your very existence, simply because it decides that's how the story should go. Worst part? It's not even malicious. It's just bored. SCP-001. The Scarlet King. Every horror universe has its big bad. SCP has the Scarlet King, an ancient evil god who exists purely to conquer, corrupt, and destroy. He's tied to eldritch rituals, apocalyptic prophecies, and a cult that treats human suffering like an Olympic sport. The Foundation doesn't fight him. They contain his arrival like you'd keep a locked door between you and an active volcano. But the myths say one day that door's going to open. And on that day, game over. SCP-106, the Old Man. Imagine your worst nightmare of a serial killer. Now give him the power to walk through walls, rot anything he touches, and drag victims into a personal pocket dimension where he takes his time. That's SCP-106. The Foundation can contain him, but it's like containing a nightmare with duct tape. The only upside? He's lazy. The downside? Even lazy predators eventually get hungry. SCP-300, the Infinite Eel. In the deepest parts of the Bay of Bengal, there's a serpent so huge it might wrap around the Earth. SCP-3000 is an ancient, mind-controlling leviathan that secretes a substance used to make the Foundation's amnestics. Yes, the memory-erasing drugs. Which means every time someone forgets something they shouldn't know, there's a chance it came from this eel's body. And trust me, you don't want to know how they harvest it. SCP-231. Special Personnel Requirements: 7 girls, 6 rituals, and a nightmare prophecy that if the 7th ritual isn't completed exactly as prescribed, the Scarlet King will rise. The details? Classified for your sanity. The Foundation keeps SCP-231 under the tightest watch imaginable, and even then, nobody sleeps easy. Because if even one thing goes wrong, all other SCP threats suddenly become irrelevant. SCP-3816. The Worm That Walks. Picture a human-sized entity made of millions of tiny worms, all moving together in a perfect, grotesque imitation of life. It doesn't just kill you, it dismantles you, slowly, piece by piece. And sometimes it whispers. Nobody knows what it says. Nobody wants to. The truth is, the strongest SCP isn't even on this list. It's whatever the Foundation hasn't told us about yet. The one locked so deep in their archives that even their archivists don't know it as there. The one that's not just dangerous. It's waiting, watching, and maybe, just maybe, it's already noticed you.